Hello dear friends, Fisher here. Today we continue with Bruno's lecture. And Bruno said, "Now, I still want to tell you something. Yes, Gröning smokes. I will also tell you something about this today. I must also do something. When I smoke, and then I am just as human as you are, and I would have irritated one of my friends if I hadn't smoked before. I don't need this filth, but I do it. Why? For the reason I already mentioned. But woe if I don't smoke anymore. What happens then? And you will experience that for yourself. That is, all I do to still show that I am a human being. You also drink coffee. Me too. But I don't like it, just as much as I don't like smoking cigarettes. What should I do? Stay out of it. Disturb nobody. But if I do activate myself, and I show myself the way I am, and that is not how I want it. Hide, hide, and hide. It is good that people don't know who I am. Or do you think I will tell you who I am? No. He who knows, and happens to know, shall keep it to himself. He should continue to convince himself whether he knows who I am. In general, for you, I am the little one. So dear friends, I believe I have given you so much to take with you on your path that you know what my visit here today means for you. We have also registered ourselves with an association, and this means that today we have legal human protection, and we must make good use of it, and it will not do any harm, as the headquarters is here in Rosenheim, for you to help our friends here. Or isn't it that needed? One could do this and that to help. Please let our friend know. He will be very grateful, and I will be even more grateful, and God will reward you for that." Yes, dear friends, previously I talked about the reason why Bruno smoked according to one of his friends' account, that he smoked to give himself a coating on his tongue, his taste bud, so he can cope being surrounded by the sick people, the smell of the evil on themselves. And also Bruno smoked to show he's still a human being, as what he said. But he doesn't like it, he doesn't need it, and he do it for us. That's his way. His way is always different, and we cannot judge him according to our human standard. Of course, smoking cigarette is very bad for health. You know that, dear friends. Also, Bruno doesn't like drinking coffee, but he needed to carry out his mission. And it is very important here. Bruno asks a question, "Do you know who I am?" And he said, in half jokingly, that I won't tell you, but you have to convince yourself that who I am. For whatever Bruno did in 1950s and throughout his whole life, we could see his actions, his deeds resembled very much like Christ in the history. He did mass healing, and he chased out the demons out of humans' body. So if you ever read the Bible, you know the story of Jesus Christ, and you see Bruno here doing a very much similar thing, and you see the Christ spirit in him, his way of life, his Christic life. So who Bruno really is, and we leave it to you, dear friends. You have to feel about him to convince yourself, as what Bruno said, who he really is. And he gave us so much, the teaching of God, so he made it possible for us to again walk on God's divine path. And we need to strive for it. We need to strive on the good path to help ourselves, people around us. And Bruno said he would very much appreciate it if we can do that, to help out, and God will reward us for it. Of course, we don't do this just purely for a reward from God. We do this, we do all the good work to people around us, not because so much we want God's rewards, but because we are of God and we love to do it. We do it out of our pure heart. I wish you have a good day, dear friends, and God bless.